Here we are, another episode of Beer Reviews with Trenny and C.
Oh, high-tech graphics.
So many good graphics on this channel. Okay, so we got a Arrogant Bastard Ale.
It's perfect for you.
Yeah, it is made by the
Good people at
El Dorado something Stone Brewing in some place in California.
Escondido.
Yeah. It's got an interesting marketing angle.
Yeah.
It's basically because it's Arrogant Bastard. The whole idea behind it is it's being arrogant towards you.
That confidence.
So it's saying, do you mind if I read the back?
Please, I wish you would.
This is an aggressive beer. You probably won't like it. It is quite doubtful that you have the taste or sophistication to be able to appreciate an ale of this quality and depth. We would suggest that you stick to safer and more familiar territory. Maybe something with a multi-million-dollar ad campaign aimed at convincing you it's made in a little brewery, or one that implies that their tasteless, fizzy yellow beer will give you more sex appeal. Perhaps you think multi-million-dollar ad campaigns make a beer taste better. Perhaps you're mouthing your words as you read this.
Is that just regular reading?
Maybe if I was just reading it.
Okay.
Arrogant Bastard Ale has reveled in its unprecedented and uncompromising celebration of intensity since 1997 and will never pander to the lowest common denominator. There have been many nods to Arrogant Bastard Ale, even outright attempts to copy it, but only one can ever embody the true nature of liquid arrogance. And then it says, cans are better, period. Cans are infinitely recyclable.
Sure, that's all.
More environmentally responsible, and better for the beer. That's kind of
Better for the beer is interesting.
I think it's very debatable. But then the part that I kind of like about this, it says, questions or comments? If you don't like this beer, keep it to yourself. We don't want to hear any of your sniveling yellow beer drinking wimps because the beer wasn't made for you.
That's awesome.
So 7.2% alcohol.
So we pretty much have to say something good about it, or else we're sniveling wimps.
Or maybe it's just like...
When it's not yellow at all, it's
it's
got a reddishness.
It's got a bit of color to it, doesn't it?
It's a bit of a brown ale, a little bit honey brown kind of look to it. You just keep pouring more for yourself, and then... What kind of fucking pour is that?
Here we go.
No, I don't want your fucking leftovers. Look at this. No, I'm just, it's fine. The guy pours me this much, and then he just tops his all the way.
Maybe I wasn't great at eyeing it today.
Yeah. Do you have eyes?
I got 4.
Okay. None of them work.
Malty nose to it.
Bit of sweetness to it.
You can definitely tell that there's it's almost like clovey in a way.
Mine's a bit foamy.
Okay, let's just get to the flavor.
kind of clovey.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I don't really want to say anything bad about it because I feel like this guy's gonna punch me in the mouth or something.
He might. But
An arrogant prick.
I mean, it does have like a hoppy kind of characteristic to it, almost like a extra special bitters characteristic where it's like drying and bitter relatively quickly.
And kind of like, I know they said cans are better, but it seems a bit tinny.
It does seem a little bit aluminum-y.
Yeah, aluminum-y.
I think also it's actually kind of interesting because it's like malty and bitter and hoppy.
And tinny.
It does have that clovey kind of thing going on.
Yeah, like the underlying flavors are pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's that kind of the tinniness, and I don't know. It's not necessarily.
I feel like I could say this would be better in a bottle.
Yeah, I think we just have to disagree with their cans are better statement.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just the flavor of the beer.
And actually, just another point to this is like you said, it's not like the underlying flavors are that bad. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it has the right amount of sweetness.
But it might be even too higher strength of alcohol.
Maybe
Sometimes
that's kind of adding to that flavor profile. Maybe if it was at 6% or something too.
Yeah, just even a little bit less. But Honestly, it's not terrible. It's kind of a first impression, being like, oh, well.
Yeah, it's okay. I could definitely see it as one that you might be able to start your night, like kind of kickstart your night.
Mhm.
A little 7.2%.
The more it
or
goes
finish
down,
you
I'm
off.
kind of liking it a bit more, but it's I can see people really liking it.
Yeah, it's starting to mellow out a little bit now that it's kind of like breathing.
But it's not. We've tasted some terrible beer, and it's definitely not in that category. But we've also tasted some. It's no Fat Tug.
No, it's not Fat Tug, that's for sure. But like you said, it's far from terrible. It's very drinkable, but it needs some smoothing out. It's a little harsh.
I kind of think this is a beer for beer enthusiasts. Like it's kind of hit the nail on the head with like, this is not your kind of beer, blah blah blah. So for the average drinker that likes their lagers and like, think like Coors and Budweiser and whatever, this is a bit aggressive for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But maybe it achieves what it sets out to do there.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I've seen this surprisingly a lot around here.
Yeah.
Because this is like kind of a logo that you don't really forget.
And a name. Like the marketing campaign on this is well done.
Yeah, they kind of shit talk big marketing campaigns, but they've put something into this, which is interesting.
It's the only reason I bought the beer.
Yeah, no, for sure. You're like, oh, we got to review this one.
Yeah, if it just said strong bitter beer, I'd be like, no.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was from California either. Like I kind of assumed that this was a local craft thing.
Yeah.
I never knew it was from California. I'd never kind of picked it up, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all right. Like, and I think, like you said, it's kind of growing on me with each sip.
Yeah. Okay, well, on our scale of buy none, buy one, buy a ton, I'm gonna just play it safe for this one and do the buy one because you're gonna want to just buy the marketing, which again is ironic that they are trashing big marketing campaigns where it's really maybe the only thing that's selling this beer.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they don't have commercials and like stuff like that, but at the same time, like it is big on this. This is clearly a noticeable logo, and they've called it Arrogant Bastard. It's catchy and it's attention grabbing,
slightly offensive.
They have done some marketing for sure.
Yeah, but what's inside the can? Okay. It could have been any beer.
Yeah. So you're at buy one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. Let me have one final sip. I'm gonna go with buy none.
Yeah.
I think that other beers are doing this flavor profile better.
Totally. Yeah.
So I think by skipping it, you're not really missing much.
Yeah.
Go out and get something else that's like an IPA that you like.
Well, and this isn't really giving you much about what it's gonna taste like.
Yeah,
like a lot of time on the bottles, you can be like, okay, this
many
is more
IBUs
along the lines of something I think I'm gonna pick. Like it's
stylistically, it says strong beer.
Strong beer, and it says it's Arrogant Bastard ale, but like all beer is an ale.
Sure.
Anyway, so I said,
not the best.
They could have put any style of beer in that can.
Yeah, and that same marketing would have worked.
Yeah.
Anyway, here we are. Beer reviews with Trenny and C. He says buy one. I say buy none. Buy half of one, I guess.
Cheers. And guess what? Guess when we're gonna see you?
Next Tuesday.